Good morning and welcome to today's webinar, Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. Today is March the 21st and I'm moderating our international webinar from our office in Berlin. My name is Alex and I'm happy to be talking to you. Today we will be speaking about trading ideas, strategies, market screenings, and we'll be answering your questions. Before we can start with the actual webinar, we will briefly present the risk disclaimer. Trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to its complex nature. Please make yourself familiar with these instruments by using a demo account if you are a starter. Please feel free to contact us if you need any assistance with that. Please also note that none of this is investment advice. The statements made in this webinar only represent the personal opinion of our traders. You can also find the whole risk disclaimer on our website. You can see the schedule for the week. Today it's Markus Gabel's turn. And before I finish off with the introduction, I would like to invite everyone interested in trading to try us out and benefit from the best index and forex offerings with spreads of just 0.6 pips. Please feel free to have a look around our website and explore our international activities. And do not hesitate to contact us should you have any questions. Enough of me for the moment. Now it's Markus' turn. Good morning, Markus.
Good morning.
Good morning. Just give me a second. There we go. Perfect.
Here we go. Wonderful. Thanks for introduction, my friend. How are you? Are you doing good?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Markus?
Fine. Sunny spring day. A lot of spring feelings.
Perfect. Perfect.
Great. Wonderful. Good morning. Thanks for this introduction and opening this webinar. Welcome, welcome. A wonderful spring day. A lot of sun. What a great feeling. And let's transform that in our trading approach in our trading. I hope you're doing good as well and had a great week up to now. And let's start success, guys. It's not a fantasy. It's a formula. And this is one of the easiest approaches ever. Thanks. I love that color. This is one of the easiest trading approaches ever. We have a probability of almost 72% if you make sure that the bigger trend is running in the same direction like your, or at least it supports us in the way we want to make trades. So burn it in your mind, that picture, and it's like a template you can fit to the charts, and if it fits, then you can make a trade. If it doesn't fit, then you cannot make a trade. That's really easy, but you know the real challenge is always taking place in your mind, because most of the people failed in trading, not about the rules and not about the market. It's always about discipline and mental fitness and so on. And you know, based on that approach, that our rules, rule number 5 to 7, means where we are in the market. You always need the surrounding, the view for a surrounding, the outlook about the big picture, where you are, where is the big money placed, where the big money wants to go, and so on. And outside of fair value zone, of course, we use Fibonacci and the market profile. And rule number 1 to 4, that's how you can get inside of the market. You need a trend. No trend, no trade. You need a young trend. You want to trade outcoming of the correction zone, means based on one of the 6 tenets of Charles Dow, we need a correction at least 38%. And then we wait for the balance candle in the correction zone, because the balance candle based on Heikin Ashi indicator shows us if we have a balance of supply and demand. And that means, okay, the correction is maybe comes to an end and the trend continuation can start, because you know one of the next tenets of Charles Dow means a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So let's switch to the real market. And let's start with a view at the DAX, of course. You know, yesterday we had the rate decision of the Federal Reserve. nothing changed, but they decided to make no more rate hikes this year, and maybe at least or highly one rate hike next year in 2020. That means a lot of pressure for the US dollar, and maybe they mean a little bit pressure on the economy in USA, so it's a little bit difficult about the market. But for us as technical traders, I don't care about all of that, because I have my rules, and you know my rules means I have a probability of almost 72% of a successful trading trading result. So, and you see in chart, two things are mostly important for me: trend and the price information. Because we don't make trades in DAX, we don't make trades in euro, we don't make trades in Japanese yen. No, we trade the price of that underlying price. Like if you go to the store, you have to pay a price for chocolate or something else. And that's really important that we have the information if I have a fair value price or an unfair value price. And every price has basically has the behavior to always go back to a point of to the fair price, from unfair to fair, and from there trend, based on trends, go up or go down. So two information, more no needs anymore, trend and price. Kindly remind me what point of high and point of low is, please. Thank you. I know point of confluence only. No, this is the price indicator here, market profile indicator, and that means we have a special point where is taking place the most value, the most volume. Where's the best price of balance of supply and demand? That means the point of control. And around, circling around the point of control of 70% up and down, there's the fair value zone. That means the red color here on the right side of my chart. So point of control, the lower edge is the point of low, and the upper edge is the point of high. So that's 70% around of the volume around, circling around the point of control. That means high and low, of course. You're welcome. So cable, you see it's tanking lower today, returned to yesterday, and new low today. We'll see. We will see we will look at the cable right now. But let's start with the DAX. Oh my God, so many guys this morning here. I'm so thanks. That is such a pleasure for me as a German guy with my German English, that so many people are here in that webinar. And I know all of you are speaking better than me, like in English, but I guess that I make a lot of efforts that you can understand my German English. But it's such a real pleasure and honor for me to make that webinar together with Admiral Markets, my friends there. So DAX daily chart. First of all, view the daily chart, the big picture, before we start in the hourly chart. So first of all, you can see we have a trend. Great. That's the most important information. We have a trend. Where we are in the trend, so you have to choose, you have to decide, or you have to realize if I am in the move or in the correction. So, and you can see we have the move, and now we are in the correction. And at least you can see we reached 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, and maybe we will see a stabilization there, and you know a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break, because the point of control in daily chart is placed, or is still placed, at 12,220 points, and that's of the based on probabilities, that's a highly chance that we can reach that point in the next few weeks. I don't know, I don't care about it when, because I trade the trend always, and I never fail and I never break my rules. So basically, it would be a great chance to make a trade long in DAX. But as you can see, where we are, rule number 5 to 7, where we are, you can see we are already in the red zone, and we don't make trades in within the red zone. Never. only one exception, we have a rebound at the point of low. Then it's allowed to make a trade there, but not within the red zone. And in the daily chart, we are already, or we are still in within the red zone. But switch to the hourly. Basically, we in a long trend, and basically we are in a correction zone. And you know, a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So switch to the hourly chart where we are. Let's make sure where we are first. And you can see, makes no sense to make a long trade there because we are in the upper green zone. That means we are an absolutely expensive price right now by a contract. And in hourly chart, the point of control is placed at 11,182 points. That means we have to go short first before we can think about a long trade. And that means the correction in daily chart will extend to the lower side if we will see here a falling price index. So what can we do there? Or to be honest, nothing, because we have opposite directions in daily and in hourly chart. How should I say? Come on, where you are? And for a high profitable trade, it's always better you have the support by the daily chart or the support for the higher trend. It's the same procedure if you make 5-minute and hourly chart. It's the same. It doesn't matter if you're 1 minute and 50 minutes, 5-minute hourly chart, daily chart, doesn't matter. Always you have to make sure that the higher trend is supporting you. That's a really, really important thing in trading. So you know, it rises up from 65 to 72% of probabilities if you can make sure that the higher trend is supporting you. So in my opinion, no trading chance there. But let's have a look for the daily chart, for the day trading today, because in my How community, we make day trading in DAX and afternoon in the Dow Jones in 1 minute, and because we have special setups there. And beside of daily chart, swing trade, daily 5-minute chart, we make trading in 1 minute chart. And let's have a look there. You can see right now where we are here. First of all, in 5-minute chart, we are at the edge of the value zone here, and you know the probability or the probability or the behavior of the average price is to go back to the point of control. So we are waiting in 1 minute right now for an entry in a long position, because you see I placed that's the trend I can see here. It's a big trend, of course, but it's 1 minute chart. You have to see it's a noisy of the market around, and in 1 minute chart, you don't have to forget, you work with algos there and with computers there. So it's always better to extend the trend a little bigger than too small. It's not a proposal. And so I placed my stop buy order here because I wanted to go back to the point of control here in 1 minute chart. But if we will see here in the next minutes a break of that long trend here, then I'm out and I would cancel that order. Okay, the iron Chancellor, your fellow German, has made good positive statements to help Britain exit probably German reliability and efficiency. Thanks, Darshan. Thank you very much. You make me really shy. I'm getting red right now. Hi, Markus. Do you speak English or German in your trading? We speak both, because we have English-speaking people in my community. We speak, everything is translated. If I can see I have English-speaking people in my community, I translate everything in German to English. So we speak both languages there, because we are an international community, and very, very soon I extend my DAO community to the whole Europe community. So let's switch to the Dow Jones and maybe cable. There was a question about cable. Let's see. Cable. Great impact yesterday about the dollar. First of all, let's start with the daily chart. And yes, you can. Oh, that's an interesting situation. Look, this is one of the situations you have to realize. Look at this one. I always tell you, we don't make trades inside or within the red zone. Only one exception. I told you last week and every week I tell you. Only one exception. If you have a trend and the correction ends exactly at the point of control, or high or low. In that case, and make a screenshot right now, make a screenshot, really make a screenshot. That's a big situation, that's a big opportunity, because this is one of the exceptions. You see, we have a trend, we were in the movement, and now the correction maybe will end exactly at the point of control in daily chart. It's the same in hourly chart or wherever you want to make trades. So, and if you will see a balance candle in the next 1, 2, 3 days around the point of control, that means that we will have a fair price right now there actually, and then it means we have a balance of supply and demand. And in a trend, if the correction will end there, it means, okay, there we can think about a long trade, or if it's in the opposite direction, short direction, of course. That means that's great support to make a trade in your personal signal chart. Maybe it would be the hourly chart, then in 5 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes, 1 minute, or maybe yes, in that case in daily chart. And let's switch to the hourly chart. And we have to stick to the rules. Never failed in that case. So look at this one. Where we are there. First of all, we have our rules. You see it right now. Do we have a trend? So we want to think about the long trade, based on the daily chart. But you can see we have to stick to the rules always. Never break the rules. It's forbidden. If you fail in trading, guys, if you fail in trading, it's not about the market and it's not about the rules, because that's basic, that your rules are proven statistically positive. But that's not about the rules. It's always about you and me, about human failures, not about the market. And then you have to ask yourself, oh, come on, what kind of people I am? Why I'm not able to stick to my own rules? That says a lot of things about you as a guy, as a people. That's the most important thing, why one of the big topics in my community or in my education is personal development. That's so important, because 90% of traders failed in trading, not about the market and not about the rules and not about the broker. It's always they forget, and yes, they forget to stick to the rules always. And that's a personal problem. It's a personal challenge taking place in your mind. If you want to become a successful trader, you have to switch your mind. Really important, guys. So in cable, we need a long trend, because you see, we want to make, we see the position here, we want to make a long trade, but in hourly chart, you can see we don't have a long trend right now, and we are completely within the red zone. So we need the same situation at the point of control, at least at the point of control, or lower. But if the price will go more lower, then we have no more the position or the situation in daily chart, then it's over. So latest at the point of control, we need a trend. So you can see, based on my rules, we cannot make a trade in hourly chart. And about your question, Gary, no, where was it? Oh, Darshan, about the question. Stop thinking. Stop making opinion about the markets. Believe me one thing, it's my experience about 20 years, and I share it with you. Stop making opinions about the market. The market doesn't care about your or my opinion. You only have two options to make money in market. On the one side, either you have so much money like Warren Buffett or George Soros, then you can have an impact with your money to the market. If you don't have billions of dollars on your account, then you have to stick to the rules. Only these two options you have to become successful in trading. But stop to have an opinion about the market. The market doesn't care about your or my opinion. Have a rule, have a template, have a setup, stick to the rules, and then it's the only chance to make money in trading. Let's switch to gold. It's even an interesting situation. First of all, doesn't care about cable resumes the drop. Doesn't care. You cannot know that. It's only your opinion. The market don't care about the market doesn't care about your opinion. Do you have rules about that, or is it an accident? If it's an accident, you cannot make accidents in trading repeatable. Doesn't work. You need a template, you need setup, then stick to the rules, and then you can be successful in trading, but not about your opinion. Believe me, I did it in my past so often, and I lost so much money about, I think, oh, I know the market. Shit happens, bullshit. I don't know the market, never knows the market, never. It's only my proposal, it's only my advice for you. It's your own responsibility what you have to do. Gold daily chart, you see we broke the trend here, the uptrend, and now this is one of the situation you have. You don't have a valid trend right now because you see the movement to the lower side. With that movement, the trend broke here at the point $1,301, and now we have a correction, but we don't have a close below 1280 on the lower side. So for a new trend, we need a close, we need a trend continuation, but we don't have a valid trend right now. And as you can see, you are within the red zone. This is a no-go. No-go to make trades. But as you can see, let me see that one. This is, Jesus Christ, this is a real trade. Look at this one as to finish this webinar. This is a view. This is the real trading approach. You can see we stuck to our rules. We had a correction. We had here on the left side the green arrow here. We had our balance candle. We got inside. We sold the half of the position. We were safe. And now the trade is still working. Can you see it? It's forbidden to intervene into your trade. It's absolutely forbidden, guys. Trail the stop. But let the market decide how much money you will get in that case. Make a screenshot. That's correct trading, and that's based on my trading approach. Guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for your lifetime. Don't forget, trading is not so important. You have to stick to the rules. That's your job. But your life, your friends, your family, whatever, your healthness, your mental fitness is more important than red and green candles. Money you can get back from market, but never 1 second of your life. I wish you a wonderful, great day, sunny day. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care. Be careful about your thoughts because they are the beginning of your actions. Back to Admiral.
Thank you very much, Markus. Thanks for the comprehensive analysis. Thanks to the audience for listening. I'm sure you enjoyed today's webinar. You can review it at YouTube. Just give us a couple of minutes, a couple of hours to upload it, and I wish you a good day ahead. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, Markus.